You may have never witnessed a step and fetch it exploitation black minstrel show, right? You probably never saw it. You never saw such thing. The closest thing you can get to it now, this guy right here, Jason Whitlock. Real talk, Jason Whitlock is taking Christianity. It just molded it. Christianity. He's taking Christianity and molded it. And turned it and formed it and misshaped it. That's what Jason Whitlock has done in Christianity. Just to fit his own vile storylines and narratives. So his silverback built ass can maintain a career over there at the Blaze. Now that no other sports agency will have him. A lot of these people that are talking now that say they love Charlie hated Charlie. They were not friends. Okay, you don't understand how competitive the space is. Charlie was up. He been up. This guy's on his network. He had people like Cash Patel coming on. He had Pete Hegseth coming on. Who comes on Whitlock's show? He can't even get Charleston White to come on his show. I mean, come on, man. This guy, I get better guests than Whitlock. It's just he panders to... Anyway, here he goes. Listen to him. He's going to throw everything at the wall, man. No joke. Here you go.
But there's a group of people that have basically hired these transgenders and pedophiles and homosexuals to be the face of their political movement and to be the foot soldiers of their political movement. And so when you see, when I keep saying they're not like us, I'm going to give Irina in Charlotte. The people that have no governor, have no Lord and Savior, they ran out into the street over George Floyd, a career criminal, burned buildings down, shot police officers, looted stores. There are people upset about what happened in Charlotte. A lot of evangelicals.
Hey, folks, I've been hearing this argument from the conservatives about how they're so much more civilized than other people because they haven't acted out over this and they haven't destroyed anything. They haven't done it. You destroyed the country. Yeah, your people have done everything. You have done so many things historically to destroy. Who you think was blowing up shit? But here goes a good one for you. You cannot be comparing apples. You're comparing apples to cheeseburgers. Okay? Real talk. Man, what happened to the Russian lady on the Ukrainian lady on the subway? That was against a citizen, a deranged citizen of the United States. Who are you going to protest against? What are you going to do? What could you burn up over a citizen killing a civilian, a Ukrainian national? What could you do? It's not like a cop killed her. It's not like a fireman killed her. So how could you even make the correlation? They're doing the same thing with Charlie. They're saying, well, when George Floyd was killed, the left did this, the left did that. Well, I didn't do shit. I covered it. Like I cover everything. But I didn't burn down anything. But once again, we had Derek Chauvin's knee on George Floyd. We had cops around him. He was in handcuffs when he died. This is different than Charlie Kirk. A citizen did that to Charlie. Now, if a resource officer or if a private security guard from the university shot him, there would be no more Utah University. They would have burnt that shit down. Believe that. If the police force would have shot Charlie and that was not a civilian, right? they would be going after those police officers. They would be after them. There would be protests. But see, Jason Whitlock is not an honest person. Nor would he bring me on to say this, nor will I'm going to invite his ass on my show. Because this is the type of disingenuous BS. People say, Tim Black, you're not hard on the right. I'm being hard on them now because this situation calls for it. I feel the Democrats are more of a threat to my people than Republicans because we don't vote for Republicans. But now we're in a news cycle, this story is lit. And we got this guy comparing the death of Charlie Kirk to Floyd. There will be a trial for this guy who killed. There will be a trial for the guy who allegedly killed Charlie Kirk. No question. He got indicted, probably indicted already. I think he is. I don't know if he has been. He will probably get indicted. You know how hard it is to get a cop indicted? I know y'all see these stories. Only like 5% of cops get indicted for crimes. And only like 1% of them get actually convicted. You understand these things? 1%. So all the talk, you say, oh, so everything's exasperated. There's not that many black people getting shot by cops. Yo, it's not that many cops being actually incarcerated for crimes either. Like 1%, dog. And there are a lot of cops. And there are a lot of cop interactions. And only like 1% of those result in anything where cops get punished. And lots of times they get fired and they just go to another station. You just go somewhere else and work. They just lose their jobs. But that's not the point. The point here about Jason Whitlock is he's a liar. He phony. He fake. We knew all that stuff, Tim. But no, this is a level of disgusting, right? And we should be able to call it out. You can't compare a unarmed citizen or a non-licensed citizen killing someone, because that happens every day, to a cop killing someone. Totally different. This guy, Tyler Robinson, he should not have killed Charlie Kirk. But he didn't take an oath. He's not taking a salary. We didn't hire him. He doesn't report to people. He's not an employee of the state. What he did as a private citizen. Who do you protest against? But see, these thoughts, I guess, are too hard for Jason Whitlock's supporters and fans to think about. I'm not saying rocket science. It's just basic. If you go to a restaurant and they say you some food that makes you sick, you sue them. If you go to your friend's house, it's kind of different. Hey man, I didn't tell you to eat that tuna fish. You reached to the bottom of my refrigerator. I didn't serve that to you. There's no health department on the tuna in your friend's bottom of his fridge that you ate without permission because you were drunk. You understand what I'm saying? Just making sense. And this is why I say a lot of the right wing, a lot of their influencers rely on their people being dumb. I don't mean no harm, man. Look, the right relies on people being dumb and bigoted, so their brains don't work at some point. And the left, or I would say the liberals, rely on you virtue signaling and not living in the real world. Going, why do we need cops? Why would people ever need guns? Why would people ever need to fight or punch someone? Why would you need to protect yourself? I know you live in a hood where people get shot all the time. Why would you need a gun? You're just another person with a gun. Why? Everybody love everyone. Yeah, because when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you hear noise at your door, the cops ain't gonna be there in time, son. The end. See how basic that is? I know there's people out there doing shit. I'm not. I'm in my house and there's a knock at the door and it's 3 in the morning. And there's someone to call, dumbass. They take 40 minutes to get here. I live in the hood. And I need them to see I got that goddamn it to back them up off me. That's why. But see, the liberals don't get it, and the conservatives lie. They all lie to themselves, and that's where we are. Y'all want more Jason Crockett? Jasmine Crockett? Jasmine Whitlock? I'm sorry. Jason Whitlock.
A lot of conservatives are upset. No one's run out into the street and burned any buildings down. Around Van Jones that sat here. I read something about not getting angry. The alphabet mafia, these people are crazy. Everybody got their wake-up call that we could all be greenlit.
You need to eat some greens. You need to eat a lot of greens. I can still sit up straight. You have given up.
The left has established a precedent, a normalization of the alphabet mafia, those influence government or community. And that's what makes us divisive. Kind of feelings about Charlie Kirk that I do. He was an ally in our fight to make this world less secular. But Charlie Kirk's worldview was driven by his Christian worldview.
Yeah, especially the part about black people not being smart enough. Yes, especially the part about black women not having the brain power. The brain power, the mental acuity to hold jobs. And if any job that a black person gets, they're not qualified for because they got preferential treatment getting a job. Because, you know, there's no way that they could be actually qualified for anything. You got a white person sitting there. We picked the white person over the black person. We got to. We want the best, and why would we ever pick black people ever? Tucker Carlson face. Why are black people not liking me? Yeah, man. People acting, they act like they don't understand us, which is the most gaslighting thing in the world, ain't it? They act like they don't get it. They get it. They perfectly understand it. Let's keep going, fam.
The Tim Black Show streams Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wolfpack.